everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Lydia here with your full moon reading, full supermoon reading in Taurus for November 15th, 2024. And I know you know that, boy, are we ever having the energy heightened more than ever now than ever before. I think we're going into a season where it's going into winter, and we are definitely seeing the heightening of the energies, especially since the election, the U.S. election. And I know that we're basically we could get caught up in this. And my urge at this particular time, while we are heading into a full moon energy, as well as moving beyond, we've now also moved beyond the 1111 gateway energies that are there too. Very full on, full blown, 100% explosion. I urge you to just try to stay away from the drama. There is a lot of energies that will be out there vying for your attention. Guaranteed that there's going to be a lot of people that will either be very, very happy with the election results or very, very unhappy with the election results. And that actually transfers throughout the entire world. And that said, it produces more drama than you should be taking on at this time. And I say this because one of the major focuses that I see, especially in my weekly newsletter, which you can sign up for, it's free, and you can get it from my website, so takebackyourpower.live. Go there and sign up for the newsletter, because at this moment it's starting to say what you should be focusing on is you and what you have going on at this time. Any responsibilities that you have, whether it is, things for work, for creative projects, or people, and also aligning your healing abilities for people who need it. It's a time where a lot of things are happening. Noticing that there are individuals that are feeling more depressed, or they also or some other people might actually feel that they're coming on with an illness, or that there's a major illness coming on, or basically that they're dealing with. And you, as the individual that has all the power within them, you can help in their healing. So this is one of those times where the focus should keep one eye on what's going on, but please do not take life so seriously, and focus on yourself. Focus on how to better yourself and your family, instead of focusing on the dramas that are going on and the crazy twister energies that are going to be happening from this point onward into the new year. And having said that, man, we are jettisoning in our spiritual growth at this particular time, especially after the election. I believe it's culminating. It's like we hit the top of a mountain, and now we have a turning point. And humanity in itself was gaining itself to that point. We were gaining our consciousness level. We were moving forward. And all of a sudden, with the culmination of this election, I believe that is the catalyst for us also moving forward. No matter who won or whatever the case was, it's just that we are now at a tipping point, and humanity has a lot of favorable qualities that are going to be coming out in this next little while. So it'll be very interesting to see how this next next 4 to 6 months goes, and what comes up in humanity's ever-changing evolution. So having said that, let's get right into the reading. I've got 4 cards that I've picked that I haven't looked at yet. We are reading from my card deck, the Take Back Your Power Oracle Guidance cards, as well as the Moonology deck. I've pulled that out, yay, from Yasmin Boland, who I tend to usually get most of my information from, or had been, before my card deck came out. So, and speaking on that, just very quick, my card deck is on order, and basically I should be receiving cards come December of this year. So they will be, and I'll try to do as best as I can to find out retail options for you for purchase should you want. So anyways, let's get right into it. I've got the first 2 cards will be mine. The other 2 cards will be from Yasmin Boland there in the Moonology deck. So the first card that we have is Hope. Okay, so this is interesting. I have found with humanity at this particular time, we are going through a lot of changes. We know that. We know that everything around the world right now is going through a ton of changes. And after the election had happened, the first thing I thought of was, I think humanity has some hope. And I'm not one way or another, okay, when it comes to any political gain or neutrality. I'm trying to remain neutral here. But there's a hope that's in the air. You could feel it. There's also a craziness in the air that you could feel too, but there's a hope in the air that humanity will take the step forward to be more compassionate. In fact, thereafter, after the results of the election, we saw a lot of changes that happened that we would probably look at as more favorable changes, where there were individuals stepping down and as leaders. There are the talks of actual peace in the Middle East. There's a number of different things that have happened. Now, I don't know exactly what that is, that really truly means, but all I can say is that hope is residing at this particular time. Humanity has the hope for this. And I believe too, because of the fact that our supermoon is basically in the sign of Taurus, we have the possibility of actually moving forward with an ambition that we hadn't had in a little while. Maybe it was little, spurts of ambition that we felt to finish a project or go to the next goal, and we, gung ho for the next, little bit, and then all of a sudden we just kind of, plateau out. But with Taurus, the bull, I believe that we're going to get this little oomph forward, if you know what I mean. We're going to end up sitting on this horse and starting to gallop when it comes to humanity's consciousness, and how people will start to gain more hope because of things that will start to occur as a result of the election. Now, having said that, I also believe too, anything that does actually happen in the US does tend to affect the rest of the world. And so that's why I'm kind of putting the onus, I suppose, on the results from that election. So, you know what? I'm going to read hope for you, and I want you to take for yourself. There's probably some things in there that I think would resonate with a number of you. So, hope. Humanity strives from the belief of hope, where faith follows. Hope is a sensation that originates within the human DNA. Since we possess the wisdom from prior incarnations imprinted in our DNA, hope represents our knowledge from these lives, telling us that a potential exists for our desired outcome based on past life events. Hope can be a powerful instigator for individual success and gain. If intended energy is continually sent toward a desired outcome, with hope for the situation or material item to manifest, we build faith in its outcome. Having faith draws upon our ancient wisdom and, with the addition of gratitude, as if the desired outcome has already existed or created, the process to its formation is inevitable. And that is when we really push that attention towards what it is that we want. When one hopes for something to happen, energetic cords begin to open a portal of magnetic potentiality to bring forth a cascade of events that will manifest the desired outcome or better. When hope exists in unison with a larger group of people, the probability of a desired event to occur increases exponentially. And that's why if you are in a group and you all actually place that attention towards what it is that you want, like peace, decrease in crime in the area, whatever you would like to happen, it's prayer and intention goes towards that happening, and there's more likelihood that it will happen. Hope opens the dimension of realities that could occur, and we then have the ability to choose which path we wish to see come to fruition. Always have hope. To lose hope, to lose hope is to become a prisoner of one's own mind, where scarcity and lack thrives. If hope is lost, find others as support. Seek answers within to confirm that hope will get you through any of life's challenges. It would not be long before faith is born, and then a desired result is imminent. And you know what? When I read this, I reread what I've written. I recognize how important hope is in this world. We have found that over the past 4 years, there's a lot of instances or things that have happened to us that we feel that we've lost hope. In this case, this is a reminder to say, don't lose hope, because that is one of the major governing factors that gets us through the challenges that we face, to learn the lessons that we need to. I'm going to read the affirmation with this too. I choose to carry the energy of hope throughout my life and refrain from a victim mentality so that I may create faith that my ideal outcome will occur. I choose to have gratitude and allow positive energy to flow toward the hope of a successful outcome in order to exert my power of manifestation and create the life of my dreams. Now, that said, the life of our dreams is what we make it. We are creating our reality by what it is that we place our focus upon. So in order to boost hope, to increase the potentiality of something or some desired outcome to occur, you want to place as much attention towards it as well, and not focusing on something that you don't want. That's like versus like, basically, excuse me, like attracts like. So as part of what the energy that we're putting out there, we're sending the energy out towards something that we really do want. And a lot of us, I don't know about you, but I have been dropping into my heart as much as I possibly can and putting peace out there, sending the energy of peace towards the Middle East and towards the Ukraine and Russia and all of these different areas that are going through issues, plus all across the world. You could see there's flooding like crazy. There's fires, there's earthquakes, there's volcanic action, there's different climatic disturbances or weather disturbances that are happening. And regardless of why or who or what has promoted them to happen, we still think about the people. I'm hoping anyways, that everything works out, that balances, and that everything harmonizes so that we continue to have hope. And once you build that hope, once you recognize that there is hope from dealing inside, recognize that from our past incarnations, we likely have been in the same situation. If that's the case and we recognize it, then all of a sudden you recognize this potentiality that you will be able to get out of this. And that boosts and formulates faith. So that's what that kind of means. And I think that's something that it's a great reminder to, especially right now, to remember that we have to maintain hope within us, that something new is about to happen. Our new earth is about to occur. And the more you hold space for that, the better you're going to be able to have faith, because you know deep down inside that that's going to happen. Let's go on to the next card. We have creativity. This is awesome. Okay, so one of the things I do recognize too with this card is that we have such an amazing part within us as humanity that creativity can make everything that we have around us. It's basically the governing factor that gets us to where we need to go, and where we rise in the wave. We follow the wave to honor creativity, to create the evolutionary status that we're in. And that said, I believe that this is also a time to boost your creativity, to recognize that within this time period to the new moon, to bring in that creativity, just allow it to happen. That also takes your attention towards things that you want to get done. So whether it's a project or it's maybe downsizing, this is a great time to clean and declutter. So letting your creativity, your organizational skills come to the fore and allow you to take your mind off of anything that could be, could vie for that attention. It's so easy. It's very, very easy to actually get stuck into social media or other people and talk about, sit together for having coffee or tea and talk about all the things about the world. And I'd have to say probably about 20% of that is actually good. So the rest of the 80% is what you're talking about, the twister crap that's going on in the world. And that's not something, when you do that, again, like attracts like, you take that energy and you throw it towards the attention of the crap that's going on in the world. And that's something you don't want to do, especially now. We're at a crucial stage. This time to bring that creativity out there, or ask spirit for the help in boosting the creativity if you have no idea what you want to do. So create is great. Creating something, anything at this time is wonderful because it focuses your attention and it allows you to actually be the person that you truly are. Creativity is amazing within us. And I know there's some of you saying, what is she talking about? I'm not creative. I don't even know what to do. So in this case, what I'm saying is basically we have different ways. Each and every one of us have unique ways to be creative in our lives. And it could be just as simple as creating feng shui and allowing somebody or helping somebody to clean up their environment. It could be something as beautiful as also taking colors and pulling them together. You don't have to paint something. You just like, oh, well, I like this and this can go here, and decorating in the house. Like it could be anything. And this is a perfect time to decorate too. So anyways, I'm going to read creativity and let you decide for yourself what you're creative in. We were born into this world through a divine creative act, one where a universal consciousness formed highly charged energetic bonds, which resulted in the birth of a conscious intelligence. This intelligence then became physical form through a complex and well-planned execution of vibrational processes. It is this original creative process that we draw upon when we invoke an idea or project, artistic expression, or physical manifestation. When we create something, we share units of energy with the universe that help to formulate and organize the plan, then work through its manifestation as co-creators. So anything you have creative-wise is a co-creation with spirit. That which we desire to create holds space as an energetic consciousness first within the sacral energetic center in our energetic body. This area transmits the idea or creative thought like a phone line to spirit, and we work in tandem with spirit to create the idea or thought into manifestation. It's a complex yet brilliant work of art that both physical and energetic bodies bring into form. Because of our many incarnations, we possess wisdom to create anything we wish, much like what was talked about in Hope. Some of our lives have been in accessing much higher technologies than our current reality presently has available, or is being shown to us. The trick is to raise our present vibration to a point where the information we possess can reach a threshold to commit to form. This can be done through meditation or focused intent, again, prayer and intention, upon that which we desire, feeling the emotional energy as if it is already in form, and to be in a state of gratitude for the completion of the energetic design into physical form. You are a divine creation, and as such, you possess great creative energies within you. Believe this, and the form you desire is yours. Allow the energy of creativity to flow through you unimpeded by believing in your potential for unlimited abundance and opportunities. And I'm going to add in here, health. Do not hinder your progress in creating a desirable life by believing in lack, as by universal law, like will attract like. Be grateful for creating the form you wish, even before it becomes a material representation, as it is already an energetic process of becoming the form you wish or better. Creativity is yours to help in making your journey here an interesting and wondrous one. And that is especially to think that we're not here to be in sorrow and in lack and work for everything that we have ever wanted in our lives. We are here to live a life of joy, and having said that, then spirit is there to help us be in joy. Plus, joy is a choice. Be in joy or suffer, whichever you would like to do. Our affirmation here: I was born as an energetic creation and have the power to create anything I wish. I believe in my ability to co-create with the higher realms that which is energetic into physical form. I tap into unlimited potential when creating, as I draw upon the knowledge of my own incarnations. I choose belief and gratitude that my desired goal is in material form. And this is something important to actually recognize, that anything that you throw out there that you really want, the universe does select it. It's like, okay, well, she wants that. Let's put that up there. And that it's almost like putting something on a chalkboard. You put a dot on a chalkboard and then you continue to actually make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's how the physical form is created. It's a thought pattern. It's an energetic pattern that just starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger the more attention you put towards it. At least that's how I can visualize it. So that said, what you desire, and especially if it is to the good or not only for your highest good, but also the highest good of everyone else, that creates a very singular potential that tends to actually is created into physical form as quickly as possible, because it is something that you're promoting for everyone else, not just yourself. And most of the things that we do and that we're creative in, we try to do for other people in the first place, whether it's for a service for someone, or we're doing something as an artistic piece or whatever that is. It could very well be an attribute like, something like peace and putting peace out there as well. And this is important. This is energy. Energy goes to wherever it is that we are intending that energy to go to. So be very creative in that. So let's go to the Moonology deck, and we'll try the third card here and see what it has to say. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. This is interesting because it is definitely some time of compassion. We have to be compassionate with other people at this particular time, and it is difficult in some cases, as I know that, especially if you're driving. I have a little tidbit with that. I want to share that with you in just a minute, but let me finish what I have to say. The time to give. So there's that balance between giving and receiving, and this is this time to give rather than receive. And this doesn't mean that you can't receive or that you shouldn't receive. This is one of those times where giving without abandon. So basically doing it and not expecting anything in return. So compassion is one of those things. So I'm going to throw this out at you. So what I was saying before about being a driver, what if every car is internally cursed? Just throwing it out there. What if there was an intended energy that was placed in every single car, and every car, as soon as anyone sits behind a car, I don't know where that aggression comes from. I don't know where that anger comes from. What happens if every car has some kind of a spiritual energy? And I'm not really saying the highest spiritual energy, some kind of a dark energy that has been placed in it. And you are there and you're driving away, and all of a sudden, somebody cuts you off and you're just livid. And it's hard to keep in there. And you become somebody that you don't actually, you're not. So you become somebody that you're not. I have my ideas, and I thought that was kind of something that's interesting, because I have seen other people just lose it behind the wheel, and then I just kind of wondered about that. Anyways, I thought I'd throw that at you. So having said that, let's look at a time to give rather than take with the new moon in Virgo. I'm just going to find this here because I know it's definitely in hidden. Okay, so when this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you and where do you want to go? Perfect timing. This is talking about the new moon, basically putting down what is it that you really want. But at this particular time, the supermoon full moon is saying, let go. You need to let go of things in order for new things to come in. The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests you make that restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it. So if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies, so add these into your routine now, however you've been feeling. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and to think more about what you can do for others. And that's where, like I said, more in the giving fashion. And this is one of those things, like if every person on this planet actually decided to say, okay, I'm going to give something to someone else, or this is my state of giving, everyone's giving to everyone else. So really everybody's gaining from that. So attune with the moon, recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. That's something I should do. Additional meanings for this card: gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to detail if you want success without being pedantic. Be of service to others, and love and money will follow. And this is one of those things. I'm just going to talk about it after. I'm going to say the last one here. The person you're asking about is reliable. So, and any of those would actually may resonate with you better than others. Being of service to others and love and money will follow. So this is one of those things. If you have the capability or want and desire to do well for other people, then it is coming from your heart. And the heart holds all the abundance that you want in your life. Especially if you're saying that, you know what, this is coming from my heart. Heart is literally directly in tune with spirit. We are aligned 100% with spirit when we are coming from our heart. And our heart, the energy from the heart is 5,000 times that much more than our brain. So when we want something, we are wholeheartedly sending out spirit's divine energy within us to evoke it. Having said that, then, what it is that we're really truly wanting as a humanity in general loves love. We are loving creatures by heart. Literally, we are loving creatures. It might not seem like that sometimes, especially when you get behind the wheel, but we are loving creatures. And we definitely need to have that wherever we go. We need to experience love. So that said, Spirit wants you to find that twin flame. That Spirit wants you to find the compassionate soulmate that you're supposed to be with. It's not like you don't need it, but sometimes we need to deal with our own guck before we actually do that. And I think that's part of the reasoning why. I should actually put out a segment on that, actually, on love, because there's a lot of things that block us from gaining the love, and what that may be is the energy that we're putting out. And so we need to examine the energy that we're putting out. But if you are in service to others, having healthy boundaries with that as well. You're giving service to others, but not letting somebody bulldoze you around either. Then the love should also start to be shared. And you'll notice that. You'll notice the difference between how you feel around other people and how they actually react to you. Money is one of those things that I would actually take this word money out and I would put in income. And that said, because we really don't know where money is going, where the currency values are going. At this particular time, I'm foreseeing that in the next year and then some, we're going to be seeing lots of changes in currency. What happens with money? It likely will become decentralized in a good way, and likely probably more digitally oriented. So that said, our money value, the value in money right now, paper money, is just nothing. It'll probably be the same in digital, just be like numbers. But having said that, we need it at the moment for this plane of existence. So if you put it out there to the universe that you require something, it may not come to you in the money, but it might actually come to you in other ways. Something is taken care of. So you're looking for something to pay off your credit card. And maybe you don't have something coming in. You don't have any income coming in because you're not working at this time. Then somehow, somewhere where you don't have that capability of actually knowing what's going to happen, as long as you throw it out there and believe that Spirit's going to help you with this, and you're willing and open to be of service to others so that you can gain income, because action is also part of that, then you will have that taken care of. Just throwing it out there and recognizing that we are able to create that energy flow. Money is energy flow as well. So is income. So just keeping that in mind. Virgo is a sign of health, service, and analysis. Its energy is precise and has a feel of the harvest about it. When this card comes up, it could be that a wondrous bounty is coming your way. However, the energy of the new moon in Virgo is usually about getting your life in order. So that's what you need to do at the time of the Virgo new moon and whenever else you pull this card. So that is getting your life in order. And I think that that's true. This is what I was saying before. Making a change in your environment by shaking up the energy a little bit. And that just might mean, you need to clean a little bit. You might need to reorganize. I guarantee I have to do that. So that opens things up for something new. That's why this is talking about the new moon, but this can be, you know, irregardless of whether it is a new moon or not. What I was suggesting is the fact that the full moon is something where you let go of something. So letting go, whether it's donating, projects or items to, people who need it, and then allowing that space to be open for something new to come in, whether or not you want to replace anything or you don't, and you just have a nice clear space. So that could be, look at that as an item, like a physical item, in comparison as well to anything. This could be letting go of something from your heart, an energetic emotion that is just has been festering, because that happens in health. If you have ill health, somehow look to the emotional energy or blockage that could be happening first before putting band-aids onto your health. Let that go, and now you open yourself up for your immune system to kick in. You open yourself up for newness to come into you too. So new alternative therapies might actually come at you, because you've let that go. You've let that energy blockage go. So keeping that in mind, let's look at the fourth and last card. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Now, it's beautiful because what you have going for the vision of your own life, as well as the vision of your future, your children's future, this is viable. This is absolutely viable. This could very well happen in your life and in the lives of everyone around us. I'm holding space here for a vision of the future that is much better than what it is today. And I see that the new earth could be just that. It could be very different. It could be that we feel the heaven on earth here in this plane of existence. And I say feel it because what you would be doing is basically feeling it in the peacefulness you feel no matter what is going on around you. Yet this plane of existence will likely collapse in the way that it is, because any higher vibrations are higher vibrations. If we as we move in our evolutionary status of consciousness, humanity is going to reach a particular stage of energetic vibration where it just will not be supported in this particular plane of existence, the 3D version as they call it. And so we will have to move ahead. No matter what that is, everything here will start to change because the vibration is changing. So hold the vision for something that will be wonderful. What is your ideal life? What is it that you would like to see in your life and that you would like to see in the lives of others, including your children or your family? And that's what this is meaning. So I'm just quickly looking through here for the fixed moon. Hold your vision, fixed moon, which is difficult to find usually. so yes, that's what I wanted to. I want to urge you to think about is dream and allow yourself to allow those dreams to come true by focusing your attention upon something, any action that could get you there, that could get you to that particular point. And the more you're placing that energy in there, like I said, like attracts like. And you'll be able to bring this into some kind of formulation. And then let spirit take the reins on that. So, excuse me. Hold your vision, fixed moon. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. That could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. And that's a great thing too. You have the choice and just let it resonate with you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. And this is wonderful too, self-reflection. We're going into Mercury's going into retrograde towards the end of this month. And I think it'll be this way until middle of December. So if I'm correct, that said, this is a time for self-reflection. We're kind of moving into it as well too. So anything happening with the aspects of the planets, we usually feel within at least weeks prior to it happening. So, and it's not just Mercury. There's a number of planets that, and I encourage you to look at an astrological reading so that you can actually find out where your planets are, where things are going on, and maybe even have a birth chart so that you can look at how it affects you as well. But this is that time for self-reflection, letting things go. The Northern Hemisphere is going into winter, and that's a whole new time for self-reflection and cleansing, letting things go. So it's a perfect time to find out whether or not, what is it? Are you stuck in a particular situation, and are you digging your heels in? And if that's the case, are you being stubborn about something that you have to let go? Or do you need to, do you feel that there's some place that you need to stand firm in? Is it work? Is it in a relationship? Is it something to do with, where you feel you stand in your health, or like talking to a health provider? Like, who knows what it is, but you know what it is, right? So just find out what resonates with you in this particular card, and see where you can go from there. Attuning to the moon says, yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. And that's what it says. Yes. Just say this word a lot and see how it feels. Yes. So I'd encourage you to try that. Additional meanings that might resonate with you: staying power, faith, or patience are needed. Someone needs to back down. So that's that stubborn part. Avoid stagnation. And this is that continuing on and being active in something, whether it is getting active in general, exercising. That's one for me. Avoiding stagnation by doing something that affords your responsibility. So, or just getting rid of stuff, decluttering, or anything of that sort. A personal or professional relationship will be enduring. And that sounds pretty cool as well. The teaching part of this, so the message that this card gives, in astrology, there are 3 quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. So these are statuses, I guess, of the bodies, celestial bodies. The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The fixed signs can be stubborn, so anything that's just starting as you draw this card may well last longer. And in brackets it says, remember, we each have all the star signs in our chart. It's just the way the astrological wheel works. So there's no judgment when we say that while it's admirable how much staying power the fixed signs have, they can also be obstinate. And it's true in that each one of us, like Taurus, we're in Taurus. The fixed signs, she's talking about Taurus. Well, this full moon is in Taurus. So this definitely has a major fix upon where you're at this particular time. Are you being stubborn in something? Can you let something go? Can you be flexible, or do you need to be flexible in something at this particular time? And so just things to look at, So anyways, let's look at all 4 of these cards again and see where we're at. The first card we have is hope. And this is, I believe, a humanity thing, that especially for the particular circumstance that we're in, have hope, knowing that faith comes thereafter, especially when you put the attention towards feeling that hope and knowing that deep down inside something is triggering, that you've either seen this before, a similar circumstance in your past incarnations, and that you know that there is a potentiality for a very favorable conclusion. Then we also have creativity. And this is something where I believe we need to be creative at this particular point, recognizing that, and we have the option to be that way too with the astrological aspects where they are. And like I said, I encourage you to take a look at that. The creativity within us is ready to come out and also ready to be tapped into. And if you don't know where that is, then ask Spirit to help you in finding out what it is that you're creative in, that you want to bring that out. And it could be anything that would align with the abundance that you could get from being very creative. And I don't mean just income or just monetary or financial abundance. I mean any type of abundance. So then we go to a time to give rather than take. The new moon in Virgo And this is basically that the time of giving and receiving being balanced. We are at a particular time where we need to give a little bit more than we are receiving, and just be happy with that without having, any desires to have anything brought back to us, or given back to us. Just expect nothing, but give wholeheartedly, and recognize that when you do so, you are exercising that part of humanity that really, really pushes compassion. We are definitely needing to be compassionate beings, particularly at this time. And our last card here is Hold Your Vision, Fixed Moon. Where is it that you may need more flexibility? Where is it that you need to release a little bit of, tight-fistedness? Or where do you actually have to hold some personal boundaries in specific situations? It could be one or the other in this case. And that is, whatever it is that applies. It could be both of them actually in different areas of your life. So just keeping these things in mind. So I hope that this reading helps, because I talk a lot. And I know that it's a very complex time. Our energies are really, we're flexing our muscles here with our energies, and there's a lot that's coming up. That's why the hope card comes up. And I believe that we can really put hope to a great measure by holding that within our hearts, and knowing that there is the opportunity at this particular time to see something new come into our lives, and come into the universe as it is, humanity, because there is a lot of hope here. There's a lot of hope that humanity has at this point for moving forward in our evolutionary status, especially where I see that we've actually kind of hit the turning point and stepped forward on our evolutionary path. I mean, yes, we've been upgrading on our consciousness level for quite some time now, but at this particular time, I believe it is a turnaround point, and we're now moving into the age of Aquarius, as Pluto has now entered Aquarius and will be basically on that journey for at least another 20 years. So we're looking at a movement forward, and this is game on for humanity. So having said that, I really hope that this reading resonates with you. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, or subscribe to my video or my channel if you haven't. And I encourage you once again to please sign up for my free newsletter on my website there, takebackyourpower.live, and just see what's coming up in the near future, because the channel messages that are coming out is they're very interesting anyways, and I'm sure it'll give you a little bit of a tidbit as to what to expect in the week ahead. So thank you again for watching. I very much appreciate you being here, and I hope that this helps, and that you have a wonderful full moon on November the 15th. Take care, and see you in the next video.